Hello, gamers. Excuse me. Gamer alert, gamer alert. Gamer alert. Oh, my webcam. Always forget I have to do this. Bop, there we go. I have to load up the Logitech thing. Excuse me. Welcome, gamers. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, so first what I need to do is I need to understand what the fuck this warp gate shit even means and what it does. That's what I need to figure out here. So that's where we're going right now. Into a custom game. No, you should not snipe me, Gunner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy shit. Why is this off? What are these settings? Is that it? Is that the only thing that wasn't right? Oh. Should I be chrono? Oh no, it's 9 out of 12. That's crazy. Yeah, 10 out of 12 makes sense. Oh shit. XD! Thank you. Oh my god, I have no fucking minerals for a goddamn gateway. I forgot that that's how this works. Okay. Ayo! I didn't do that on purpose.
Not enough minerals.
I never said I was a professional streamer.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
I'll figure out how the build order works after this, but for now, I just need to understand what these numbers mean on the fucking gateway and the warp gate. Just make 2, I guess.
Not enough.
You will never get to warp gate. I'm in a custom game. Alright, research warp gate. Yeah, literally it's 50-50. Okay. Why is the icon different too? Why did they make a whole totally different icon? There's no other AI. It's empty, DK. Do you think I'm such a noob that I don't know how to fucking host a fucking custom map with no one else in it? So that way I can just test things by myself? Jesus. Okay, so this is a 28, 28, 28, 28. Jesus, 40 and 40. That's kind of crazy. So let's just do this. It takes 100 seconds to research? Wait, what? Wait. So I don't have to do that for every single gateway, right? That's just a one-time thing? No way. It's not a one-time thing. It is one. Oh, okay. I was like, what? So once you research this... Wait, so I have to pay for the upgrade? And then I have to do it? And then I have to pay for changing it as well? That looks so strange. So, yeah, I understand. I understood the whole idea that yes, you would have to, you know, have this researching while, you know, it's just wasting a gateway spot, basically. I understand that, which is already insanely stupid. And the fact that that is the way that that is so dumb. Like, there's no reason why that should be the case. Like, if we want to do some kind of change like this, just leave it on the cyber. Like, I don't get it. Like, why would we have to waste a whole gateway's worth of production to be able to research this? So, okay, so what are the number differences? Oh, you can't even see the tooltips because of my fucking camera. I just realized. Hold up. We'll move the webcam over here for now. Whatever. It looks jank as hell, it doesn't matter. So... Oh, my overlay still kind of blocks things. Bug it. Alright, so... It says, like, these are 20, 20, 20, 20, and 40. What are they now? What are their actual values? This is where I was getting so confused. I actually just don't know the numbers, because why do I need to know the numbers? I'm going on Wikipedia. So right now, Gateway says 27 for the Zealot, 23 for Sentry, 27 for Stalker, yeah. 30 Adept, yeah, 39, 39 for High Templar and Dark Templar. Yeah, okay. So... Oh, wait, what? Okay, so this is what was confusing the hell out of me. Is that... Okay, so this is how this works. So after Warpgate is researched, even though I'm not warping using a Warpgate, that has made the time of these units less? That's so confusing. That makes no sense. That's so unintuitive. That's what was so confusing to me in the patch notes, because it said, like, on the gateway, pre and post Warpgate, there was different times, and I was like, what does that even mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I was so okay. Alright, I get that now. So now this is faster than warping in. Okay, so now let's pay 50-50 to transform this. Which is so insane. So now it takes 3 seconds to warp in no matter what, right? So pylons are just pylons. Yeah, there's no special warp in field anymore. So no matter what, it's 3 seconds to warp in, even if you're far away or whatever. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let me just do like... Alright, so Zealot and Zealot. Yeah, I'm understanding this now. So I just want to visually see what this looks like, so that way I can understand this better. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like what, 4 to 5 seconds faster? This is very interesting. It's like Reactor on Barracks, but with a panic button on top. Sure. Okay, wait a minute. Don't tell me. Do not tell me. Do not fucking tell me. There's no way. Okay. Dude, okay. I was about to say, if you have to fucking pay for every single time that you change the warp gate, that would be insane. That would actually be mental. Okay, so you only have to pay for it once to have the ability to change into a warp gate. Okay. Okay, that would have been absolutely insane if that wasn't the case. Alright, so... So yeah, if you're about to lose a gateway, you can transform it... Wait, what? What do you mean you can get the 50-50 refunded? Why would you get it refunded? That doesn't make any sense. Ignoring Waffles, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So, okay, so yeah, but then... yeah, I mean, obviously if I hit W, which also is a new... Oh, that's... Never mind. That's just because of my UI. So hitting W... Oh, that's so cringe. That's so dumb. The fact that, yeah, W... The warp gate key doesn't... I need 2 different hotkeys now. I think that's something that... I think that's something that's absolutely worth mentioning as well. Pressing W now no longer selects all of my gateway production with this change. If I want to have both, for whatever reason, I now need to have 2 hotkeys. Which is insane. Yeah, or manually hotkey, which is 2 hotkeys, because W is the default hotkey that many people use, because that's just the way the fucking race has been designed for 16 years, is that you have a free warp, you have a free control group that allows you to select your warp gates. I understand that, but like, I'm saying that that's... I get it, Alloton, but like, still, that's the point I'm raising, is that this is dumb, because you now have to not only... You're not only changing how the economy works, and you have to relearn how build orders work in general, you are also changing how macro functions at all with how your units come out and how you make them. And to accommodate that, you now also need to change your control group habits. That is an incredible amount of changes to be giving one race to do. That is quite absurd, in my opinion. Yeah, if this change somehow got through, Blizzard would have to, like, it would be ridiculous to not make it so that way W doesn't select all gateways or warp gates at all. Like, it needs to do both. It needs to have both in selection. Otherwise, that would be extremely ridiculous. Like, it should be both, and then you can tab between them. That would be ridiculous if that's not the case. That is a legitimate concern that should be raised about this. No, I have faith that this won't actually go through. I don't think that this warp gate shit will actually go through the way it is. I really don't think so. We were very adamant about the storm stuff. We were adamant about some other things, and they brought it back. It's 100% not going in like this. There's no way. There's no way whatsoever. I have enough faith to know that that won't happen. Even 2025? Yeah, well... I don't even think... I'm just gonna say, I don't think this whole concept goes through. I think, if anything, what they might do is they might have Warpgate back on Cybercore, just how it normally is. And then they might still keep the whole thing where gateways produce quicker than warp gate cycles do. That is my guess of what this could actually end up as going into the game with. I'm not saying it should or shouldn't, but I'm just saying that I can see that's probably where this would end up going.
Mineral cluster expended.
Because paying paying at all to make any warp gates is ridiculous. Like, that's so insane. That's so stupid. That should never be a thing ever. And surely, with the backlash, they should realize that that is not something that should be happening. They just want you to choose a strat, warping or production, or not mixture. I don't know what you mean. Please explain. It changes a lot because you can get more units for less gas or minerals than what currently PTR offers. Are you saying 25 to 0? What do you mean?
Field depleted.
I'm reading things out of order. This isn't Doomstream, so true's in. 25-0. 25-0 makes sense to me because it changes. You can get more units for less gas or minerals than what.
Cluster expended.
So like if you change it, you get you spend 25 per thing, but then
Mineral field exhausted.
like this is so hard. This is why I hate doing this type of stuff, because like I just need to play. Like I can't wrap my brain around how this theoretically would work very well. I just need to use it. But I'm smart enough to know that this is stupid. They want you to choose between warp gate and production. I mean, I know, but I don't know. I just think this is so ridiculous that they're like making it. Like, why do we need to do this? Why do we need to change how one race's entire macro functions? Like, this is the most radical, large radical change to a race that's ever happened. If you discount the macro mechanics potential nerf from earlier in Legacy's life, which didn't go through. Like, this fundamentally changes how the race plays more than any other change in the history of the game. Like the macro will be completely different, and the approach to the game will be completely different. I don't get why we need to do this. This is the Reddit armchair balance council. This is the Reddit armchair balance designer argument that's been going on for fucking years that no one actually believes would be good. The whole, well, let's just make gateway units better and making out of a gateway better than warp gate so we can fix the warp gate problem, which isn't really a big problem. Remember the constant chrono? I did hate that, yes. What a win it was to get our normal chronos back. I wish we could still go back to the 25 energy chrono, honestly, and let it be slightly less effective. Something about that still felt way better. Changing those macros functions while also changing the number. Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah, I already mentioned that point, though, Waffles. I was just individually this thing. Hey, all the Redditors think you should make gateway units stronger instead. Oh, no, yeah, that's the other thing, too. It's like, wasn't the whole point of this is that if we try to do the gateway, make gateways better, the whole point is that the gateway units need to be stronger, too, but they didn't do that. They only just made making out of the gateway better. Check Discord. What am I doing? Oh, you're talking to DK. Like, now that I'm seeing how this works, though, where it's like, yeah, okay, so once warp gate is researched, it also makes gateways take less time to build. I didn't understand that reading the initial patch because the way that it was listed and phrased out made no sense and was very confusing. Now that I understand that, I understand at least the idea behind what they're trying to do here. And I will say that it is more interesting than what I initially thought. However, I still think it's strange. It's not 2 seconds, it's like 4 to 5. It's like 4 or 5 seconds faster. But obviously, charging any amount of money to change each gateway into a warp gate is dumb. No, it's 2. I literally tested it. Let's do it again. Ready? Unless I can't count. Let's find out today if Gemini can count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 seconds. Maybe 3.5. Oh, faster than previous patch. Okay, that's not what I was saying. I'm saying, okay, well, I was saying that, I'm saying that the gateway is, you get the gateway unit 3 to 4 seconds earlier than a warp gate in the current, this patch. That's what I was saying. So yeah, you get things 2 seconds faster than the current patch. Okay, yeah, that's what, yeah. Okay. It's a trade-off. Warp and reinforcements close or at home and make more. What? Research is also faster immediately at gates. So your early game and end game are stronger with production, and warp gate is better from mid-game for mid-game strat. Makes sense. What? What does that mean? Wait, what? Warp in reinforcements close or at home and make more. Research is also faster immediately at gates. You're saying, like, the research time? The research time was 100 seconds, right? I don't know, is it what, 120 on current patch? I kind of forget. You don't need core. Yeah, but you need 2 gateways. That's the thing. Your early game is so much stranger. Oh, it is still 100 current patch? Okay. But the problem is that you... Okay, so that's why you're saying you get it faster because you have gateways. You do it from... But that's the thing, is because... No, because one, you would not have the gas as quickly because like you're not getting, you would have to mine gas faster, which is eating into your mineral income already, because you have to get 50 gas earlier to be able to research the thing. So that's already eating into your economy. And then you also need to make sure you have at least 2 gateways. So that way you can produce units and warp gate and research warp gate at the same time, which is also destroying your early game economy, while also going on a patch that makes it so that you get minerals slower. So 1 gate expand doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, the gas first, yeah, no, I saw also someone say someone was doing that, and that is very interesting. And that's actually kind of neat to think about, and I don't mind experimenting in ways like that. But like, you can't say that you're getting warp gate faster now, because that's not really true. Because things are fundamentally changing, and sure, you might be able to get it out a little bit earlier, but it's at the cost of many other things. And I don't know exactly how that lines up exactly, but I don't think you can just say that you get it faster, therefore it's good. There's big nuance to that. So your early game and end game are stronger with production. And warp gate is better for mid-game strat. But warp gate isn't necessarily better for mid-game strat because you have to spend so much money to be able to make your warp gates, your gateways into warp gates. Like, you can't do a 2-base mid-game timing when you have to spend, what, 800? Like, if you have 8 gateways, which is what a normal mid-game timing uses, it's 400, 400. I can't do math, you know what I mean. Wait, what? Yes, I'm stupid. Sorry. Yeah, so 8 gateways worth of production is 400, 400. That's so much money that is going to completely nerf how strong your push is. Like, you need so much more money to be able to do that. Like, you can't just do like some 8-gate timing in the mid-game with all of that money being sunk into just having the possibility to warp in like normal. That doesn't make mid-game timing stronger. That makes them weaker. Because the whole point of a mid-game timing is that you need to hit fast and on time. You can't do that if you're being forced to spend 400. You lose all of the momentum of the push and the timing. Ross, you are so lost in the sauce right now in this. Welcome to my normal streams. Although this is not very normal. This is a once in a year patch that we get. So, and it's the most radical change they've ever tried to add into this game. So, this actually isn't normal. But yeah. Anyways, just proxy 8 gates near the opponent's third. True. Okay, so what's the idea here then? So what's the play? Like, let's just pretend that this goes in, which it's not. There's no way this will go in unchanged. They're absolutely going to change this. So what's the play? What's the idea here? What should we try to do as like a build order? So I like the idea of gas first to try and get enough gas to be able to get warp gate quickly. But the problem is, of course, being able to get, you need to be able to get 2 gateways as well. Or you can go Forge Expand. What about not getting Warp Gate? That's also a possibility I get. But no. Because you need to get Warp Gate is the problem. Because before Warp Gate is researched, the units produce slower than Live Patch, which is insane. That alone should be taken away. I don't know why they did that. Like, why did they change the default build time? That doesn't make any sense. You're already giving an incentive to get this new Warp Gate ability by making the units produce much faster when Warp Gate is finished out of the gateway. So why would they further nerf it by making the units still come out slower default anyways? Yeah, that's not a bug. That's stated in the patch notes. Yeah, I that's what I was saying, War Thunder. I could see a world where they just put Warp Gate back on the Cyber, but then they keep the other things. And they get rid of the whole 50-50 thing. And I could see them running with that. And I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. If they do that, if they put Warp Gate back on Cyber, if they get rid of the cost to change the Warp Gates into the gateways into Warp Gates, and just let you do it for free, I'm okay with testing that. I'm willing to see what that does, because that sounds more interesting than what this is, and also what I initially thought this was. I would be willing to test that. That sounds actually kind of interesting, and could lend to some interesting decisions and changes to the macro. People would play Warp Gate anyway then. Yeah, that's the question, because it's like, does having 4 seconds less build time offset the ease of Warp Gate? I don't know. Nobody will try the new thing. Yeah. But I guess, that is the other problem, is that you can't really overly nerf Warp Gate, because then it's just so absurd and stupid and dumb and bad. Which then goes to the other point of, it's totally fine to completely revert all of this and not even try it, because why the fuck would we? It's 16 goddamn years into StarCraft's history, and we don't need to change how the goddamn race macros. Wait, what's the idea? Okay. I need an idea before I just run into a game. So I want to try out going fast gas. I want to try out seeing what it feels like to go for the Warp Gate as quickly as possible with the double gateway. Yeah. Yeah, no, if they buffed the gateway units also, then we could try it. If Protoss has 7 bases versus Terran 3, macro might be broken though. You should be losing as the Terran in that situation regardless anyways. Why would the Terran, why should the Terran be able to survive on 3 bases versus 7? That doesn't mean it. What does that mean? If a Protoss has 7 bases, you should be able to just fucking kill a Terran player no matter what. What do you mean the macro might be broken? You're up 4 bases of economy. If you can't do that, then the macro would be broken in the other way. Yeah, like, what the fuck? When would we ever say that the race that's down 4 bases should be fighting equal to the opponent? Like, what? That's insanity. Alright. I wanna actually play instead of think. I hate theory crafting. I need to play. That's how I theory craft. I fucking play the game. I hate just thinking. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense in my head unless I'm actually playing it. Proxy 2 gates. Just cannon rush. It is extremely expensive, Ascendu. Ascendedex, whatever your name is. I ain't just thinking. Perfect split, first try. Oh, I need to put my scenes back. Alright, we're back. This is what PvP, fuck. Up, 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 go, 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 go. Ah!
Mineral quantity insufficient.
What? I do have lots of time to think about how I compare these probes now, which is very fun, actually.
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Oh, I get my second chrono already? That's crazy. Second chrono before gas is out. That's crazy. Do you think they would have to change the chrono timing? Like chrono needs to go back to 25 fucking, like, I feel like they need to change that. Oh, I didn't go gas first. I forgot to do what I said I was gonna do. Fuck. So much autopilot. Just straight up autopilot. That's so funny. Oh, my supply is getting dangerously high. I don't like that. That feels very strange.
Not enough minerals.
I think it has to be gate, cyber, pylon, gate, maybe. I still need this to time out with the cyber is the thing. I'm not sure where that comes in. This guy went straight cyber. Okay, then he went the second gateway as well, yeah. Dude, I feel like I need to do something here, but I don't. I'll go stalker. I don't know, man. This feels weird. I feel like I'm not doing anything. Like, this is so deceiving. I feel like I'm making 2 gateways units, but I'm not. Aww. No, I should wait for this to finish.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Okay, so now these more faster, so I'm gonna go double sentry. I let that finish like an idiot.
Europe.
I'm gonna wait, yeah, right? It is a little weird. Okay.
Pylon under assault. Pylon under assault. Inadequate.
I just realized he did not expand. Oh, and I also didn't fill up these gases. This feels so strange to like be constantly making things out of this.
Engaging the enemy. Warp field online.
Am I just... This is the other part where I get to try to figure out, am I playing versus someone bad or like... Alright, do I get warp gates now? I kind of want warp gates. Well, there goes all my gas.
I am eager to strike. I return to serve. Additional pylons required.
I think I'm just playing versus someone bad.
Inadequate supply. Pylons insufficient.
Don't laugh at the amount of force fields I used. I thought that was going to be a gap.
I return to... Cannot. More minerals required. I... Must construct additional pylons. Cannot warp there.
Ooh, it's got new animation. Ooh. I had to think for a second there about if I was warping in the right pylon.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Thought that was always there? I don't think so. It looks slightly different. It didn't have the unload one, for sure. The unload one is absolutely different.
Cold is the void. I am here in the shadows.
Archons? Yo, I just got feedback. Lol. Alright, so we just played against someone not good. That's okay. I don't feel like I learned very much just yet. No, I know, yeah, waffles, yeah. Alright, I want to go gas first. Gas first. It's a Terran player though. Gas first. I don't know how that's supposed to look.
Quantity insufficient.
I feel like I actually want to go 11 pylon, no?
Minerals required. Not enough minerals. More minerals required.
I love Gemini, you know.
Thank you. Or is it follow? And then we go gas.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
And then we get our chrono. Next question is how many probes do we actually need to mine that? I feel like we won't need all of them.
Quantity insufficient.
I'm gonna put 2 on.
Enough minerals.
Let's see what happens. The annoying thing here is that it's gonna be so hard, you just don't get a fucking adept out. No, we haven't figured anything out yet. We are literally learning. That's 2. Yeah, you're right. 2 is way too many. You're right. Absolutely don't need that many. Yeah, 1 was more than enough. I should have scouted. XD! I mean, this cyber is gonna be so late, no? And the adept is gonna come out so late, so surely the fucking... the Reaper is gonna just annihilate me, no? I'm also supply blocked because I kind of forgot where that goes. I wasn't thinking about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Delay the Reaper! Stay over here!
Additional Vespine gas required. More minerals required.
Alright, so if that guy's Reaper timing is correct, though, I feel like this would have actually been okay if I didn't get supply blocked.
The firstborn shall persevere.
I forgot that I didn't resaturate that gas.
Mineral quantity nexus point under.
I forgot that I needed to do that because I didn't wall off.
Combat Najakar Mina. Let none. Yes, Executor.
Research completed.
Give a ire.
Cannot warp there.
Come.
Guess I'm gonna have a lot of fucking
Enough minerals.
gateways pretty early now.
Minerals required. Not enough minerals.
Where shall combat await? Najakar Mina. The Templar.
Bye bye. Now I can't afford everything, that's true, but I don't know if I don't need to.
We Uricles.
Give come up.
Cool. Mineral quantity insufficient. More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. I am here in the shadows. I am the heart of darkness. Insufficient Vespine, not enough minerals.
I forgot to get a pylon again. The timings of the pylons is like totally messing with my brain.
Pylons. I am here in the shadows. Inadequate supply.
Where the hell are these positionings? Also,
We are one with
I have met the end.
hey,
very why. I am the king.
oh, dude, the fucking I hate the no warp gate thing. Or the warp gate hotkey thing. I want a sentry. Dude, I have to think so hard about like how I'm making things right now since I can't just warp in. I mean, I could just use my gas, but I need my gas for other things is the thing.
State thy bidding. Code, you require my skills.
Oh.
I serve for now. Mineral quantity insufficient.
This feels so awkward.
Not enough. Must construct additional pylons. Protoss forces now in combat. Mineral quantity. Inadequate supply. Pylons inefficient.
You can't skip warp gate otherwise yeah, your production is just super slow.
Protoss forces now
Motherfucker.
in combat. Probes under attack. Enemy assaulting
dude.
probes. Pylon under assault. Upgrade completed.
You're kidding me.
New technology. Enemy assaulting probes. Being ready. Probes
Yeah, I mean this game is over.
Europe. I am here.
I mean defending drops is gonna be it's just so much harder without having warp gates online.
You require my skills. Additional pylons required. I am the. We are one with it. I am the void. You require my skills. I am the.
I mean any plans to make a PTR? Honestly, no. Those take a lot of fucking time, and there's a lot of goddamn changes. And some of the changes are really annoying to try and show the differences, like with the gateways and shit, so... Honestly, no.
More
Um...
required.
Alright, well. Try something else. Well, let's still try the gas first thing.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
But let's try not to get supply blocked and shit. Sentries? Why?
Must construct additional pylons.
Value over time since the game is slowed?
More
I mean,
minerals required.
I guess.
More minerals required. Enemy assaulting probes.
Oh, it almost timed out well.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Additional Vespine gas required. Need more insufficient energy.
Whoops. I also forgot the pylon again.
Quantity insufficient.
I guess I should leave it on 1 for a bit and then put more in it. That's what I need to do. Just leave it at 1 at first, but then I need to put another one in there because I still need more gas. No, okay. I don't think any pro players are... There's no tournaments happening on the patch. I'm not sure what you... Oh, what the fuck? This is already a finished pylon down here? What the fuck? But this overall is gonna be... This is a nerf.
Thank you.
I don't even know what I want to get.
Research completed.
So work rate's done, but I still... It still takes the pre-allotted time? That's fucked. So if you start a fucking thing... If you start something before the warp gate research finishes, it still takes the longer time to do it, which shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be a thing.
Must construct additional pylons. Not enough minerals. More minerals required.
Alan Poko.
I'm supply blocked, dude.
Not enough minerals.
Glory to the Daylong. The firstborn shall persevere.
That timing is so unfortunate.
Pylons inefficient.
We went Forge.
Where do our enemies
And Robo. Oh, I got an idea.
Engaging the enemy.
We serve. Glory to the Daylom.
I ended up timing out, okay.
Mineral
In terms of how
quantity
many minerals I had.
insufficient.
Where shall we march? Najakar, Mina. Combat awaits. Yes, exactly. We are. I shall be reached.
The skies await.
Additional pylons required.
These pylon timings are ripping me a new one.
Inadequate. Pylons inefficient.
Time for battle. Engaging the enemy.
I am here. I return to additional pylons required. Cannot warp there.
I wonder... Since I'm not actively using them to like do any, I should just have them as warp gates or gateways. No, it's not actually 2. That's a mistake. Oh,
New technology researched. I am here. Cannot warp there. Additional pylons required.
that didn't exactly feel good. So, like, the idea is that, like, they can be warp gates when I want to be aggressive with them when I was doing the little warp prism harassment. But then I should, like, immediately put them back to gateways when I'm just sitting back and producing. And then it should be when I'm defending, I should put them into warp gates again. So that way I can, like, immediately warp in reinforcements. Right? That's how that should work? That logic makes sense, right? It's kind of annoying that there's still if this goes through, they need to get rid of the fucking transform time. Like, make it so that way it's just instant. Like, I shouldn't have a delay. Because your gate's in the main, so there's travel time. No. What? It make more sense to rally units like Terran? So no insta reinforce. No, that's what I'm saying. So I get warp gates. So like when I'm defending, I get warp gates so I can instantly reinforce. That's what I'm saying. Like when nothing is happening and I'm just producing, they should be gateways so that way I'm getting units quicker. But then if I'm being aggressive with the warp prism or attacking, they should be warp gates so I get instant reinforcements. Or if I'm defending a push, they should be warp gates, so that way I'm instantly getting reinforcements. That's the thought process. Oh, he had so many hallucinated fucking units too. I don't think that's easier to decide. I think that's very confusing, and that's very difficult to keep track of. Because you could just go back and forth between them. Like, you don't, there's no reason to just keep some on warp gate, some on gateway. Like, yeah, I know, yeah. That's what I was testing before too. I was like, it would be insane if you have to pay it every single time. That's what I'm saying. If they go for this change, I think it's way more interesting and more, it lends to the whole idea more if there's zero warp transition time, or it's mega short, like half a second. Like, it needs to be able to be where if you're in a panic and you suddenly need units somewhere, you can instantly change them to warp gates and immediately warp in. That needs to be what happens. It shouldn't be that I have to wait 5 seconds to change it. You know what I'm saying? No, I know. This is beyond the whole idea. Well, we're just doing this like it is right now, just to see what happens and just to see what this feels like. Prior to late game, normal warp gates is fast enough that you need less, but you want more when you turn them into warp gates. Feels awkward to me, like how to. Yeah, I get that as well. But yeah, I think this is much more interesting if they get rid of the morph time. Just make it instant. Allow us to switch between them so we can choose how to warp units in when we need it. That makes this way more interesting and actually does kind of increase the skill ceiling of the game in a way that in my opinion, feels interesting and dynamic and is a much better way to go about it. That's also interesting if it was just 2 buttons, but that's overly complicated for your hotkeys, and that's a little more annoying. I think it's more straightforward and easier to understand if it's just you just have instant morph, you just switch between them quicker. That sounds too good for Toss because Terran add-ons are not insta. That's not the same though. Like, because going to warp gates, it still makes the units build slower. I guess I'm curious how that works out, because like you could finish a cycle of units. You could immediately, okay. So like you could technically finish a cycle of units. You just waited however long for that. And then you could change them back to warp gates and then instantly get a warp in. And then does that break things? So those 2 things just finished, and then I changed this to warp gates. What happens? Then I can warp in. And then if I put them back, what happens? And then I can start making again. I'll be honest. Can I just say, that's a little interesting. That is a little bit interesting, is it not? Is that not slightly interesting? Boom. I get 2 units. Oh no, what, now the cooldown is there. Why wasn't, wait, what? Why was the cooldown not there before? No, it's not every single time, it's only once. Well, why did that just happen? Why was the first one I was able to warp in immediately, but this one I wasn't? Why did that happen?
Inadequate supply.
But I still can do this.
Inefficient.
It has cooldown from when you warp in, so first time you had not warped in yet. Hold up, my brain needs time to think about that.
Must construct.
Oh, so it's like, because I warped in... Oh. Wait. So these two are... The cooldown stays from the warp in.
You require. State thy bidding.
Is what we're saying?
I am here in the shadows.
So okay. Okay, no. Wait. But that's still cool. I didn't warp in recently on these ones. What am I not understanding here? Because it did that over here too, where it was fine. You did and transformed. What do you mean? I didn't warp in though. I produced. I queued. So
Mineral cluster.
So let's make 2 units. I have not warped in on these 2 gateways for a very long time. There's been no warp in. I have not warped in with these 2 gateways for over a minute. So there should be no cooldown. These both finish. Boom, boom. And now I can warp in. Why is that happening? This now has a 17 se- Oh, look at that. Okay, it's paused. Look at that. It was paused right there. I saw that. And now it's back. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. But it confused me because I hadn't warped in on these for so long the other time I did it, so I was confused. Maybe I'm just wrong and forgot or something. I don't know. Okay. So hold up. I feel like there's still something interesting here. I feel like there's still something semi-interesting here.
I am the co.
The problem is that I'm not good enough at math to be able to understand how this works. Still no reason to not have warp gates. Well, no, there is still a reason at the moment because the units produce much faster out of gateways than warp gates. 4 seconds faster, about. That's still that is technically a reason. And if this is working how I think it will work, you can technically micro this production to get more units quicker as well. Because provided that the warp gate is not on cooldown.
Mineral cluster expended.
Then we're making 2 stalkers. We're technically getting 4. We're getting 4 stalkers in the time that you would get 2. Out of 2 gateways. I mean, plus the 5-second morph time. But you know what I mean. And now, right now, Warp Gate will be off research. Boom. We now have 4 Stalkers.
I am here in the shadows.
But then, I guess the problem then becomes, is this just a one-time burst effect? Because now we have to wait for this cooldown to go back down again. For this effect to happen again.
Mineral cluster expended.
What do you mean you won't have money for it? There's definitely situations where you could have money for this, or you can optimize it to where it would actually work. I'm just using 2 gateways as this. I'm just doing this example just because I'm just using 2 gateways. But like if you're on a pinch on defense, you know what I mean? Like there's something interesting there at least. Does Chronos speed up the transformation? It should. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is, I'm saying that if this stays in how it is, I think they should make it so that way there's no, it's like a 1 second morph time. I think they should change that. If they keep this, if they want to do this, I think they should just make it 1 second morph time. I don't see a single reason why you should need to have 5 seconds of morph time.
Mineral field exhausted.
It's 5 seconds.
Mineral cluster expended.
The morph time. 5 seconds. You can't see it, but my thing says 5 seconds.
Mineral field exhausted.
Defender's advantage should be gateway over warp gate. Well, no, because we were just, this what spawned this conversation. What spawned this conversation was me trying to figure out how to do this, where if I'm attacking, I should have warp gate so that I can get instant reinforcements. But if I'm just sitting back and nothing is happening, they should be gateways because I'm getting more units in less time with the faster production. But then if I'm defending, I also want warp gate because I want instant reinforcements to defend. I don't want to have to rally things out and then also have the travel time of them getting there. So I don't think you want gateways on defense. Nice, stupid gamer, you know. How are you gonna hold proxy hatch? I don't even know how to hold proxy hatch right now. Different types of defenses will also require different things is the other part. Like if it's like if it's like an overtime siege, you would want to keep them as gateways. Because when you're in like an immediate threat, that's when you need the warp gates. Like that attack that I was playing against just now, where he was just at my fucking base with his whole army and my whole army. Like I just need reinforcements right there, right now. But if it's like a Terran siege, or like kind of a prolonged, you know, maybe like proxy marauder micro war or something, then I will want gateways. Because I don't need the units immediately right there. I just need more units over time to eventually bust out. So it depends on the type of attack as well.
State thy bidding. Vespine geyser depleted.
Wall off, 1 base proxy gate, timing attack, promote to platinum. Sure.
Mineral field depleted.
So now I'm trying to I still need to wrap my head around this though. Because I feel like there's something here. I might be just overcooking this, but I feel like there's absolutely something here. Like you're getting 4 units for the time. Let's just say 2, just to make it more simple. You're getting 2 units at the time of 1, if you do it like this. where you morph in some units. You instantly change. I need to get used to the hotkeys, obviously. I need to change this morph key to G as well, instead of having it be different hotkeys. And then boom. But then the next problem, I guess, so then this is where I stopped last time, and this is the question I had now. Is this just a one-time burst effect that you should do? Because then you have to wait for this cooldown. You can't see it because I just realized you can't see any of this. Should this be a is this just a one-time cooldown, one-time burst thing? Because you have to wait for the cooldown to come back to be able to morph them back into whatever gateways. Because otherwise, then you're just stuck on the warp gate cooldown. Yeah, it's like too much. It's too much thinking and too little efficiency. But the question still remains, should you then... Like, you should still put them back into gateways. Because, you should still put them back into gateways. Protoss brain trying to think moment. You should still try to put them back into gateways because you want the quicker production time, if nothing's happening. If you're just sitting there and macroing and nothing is going on, you want them as gateways because you're just getting more units over time. So even if you do this thing where you do the quick burst movement for quick, you know, defense or something, you want to still put them back into gateways. But you still kind of have to wait for the warp gate cycle if you don't want to fuck with everything. Because then you have to then wrangle with the fact that you need to remember that the gateways warp gates you just used, when you put them back into warp gates again, are going to be stuck on that cooldown. Does it matter whether you warp in first or build first? Yes, because you're going to be stuck on this cooldown. That's the problem. It's much more fluid if you make them first and then change to warp gates. I guess, hold up. No. Wait, what? Because technically, if we do it like this, where we warp in first... Okay, wait a minute. If we warp in first, then make, then switch, we can consider this to be... Like, we got 4 units out in less time. And now we kind of wait... Now we get to just default it to the warp gates, and then we let the timer go down on the cooldown. This makes it easier to manage and make sure that the warp gate is always off cooldown when you need it. But you still get some extra units out by switching to the gateway. Right? I guess also, hold up, wait a minute. This doesn't matter if they don't change how quick the transform time is. Because the amount of time it takes to transform the gateways offsets the extra build time, no? Or am I overthinking it now? Because it's only, you only save 4 seconds by having a gateway produce queue a unit rather than warp in. So the amount of time it takes to morph offsets that. Oh, this says 7 now for transform to warp gate. Is it? Oh, it's different? What the fuck? Why are they different? Transforming to a gateway is 5, but transforming to a warp gate is 7. What the fuck? Why are they different? That doesn't make it... What? Why are they different? Why? Why would you even code that to be different times?
I am the heart. We are one with the shadows.
Okay, so then that makes things even worse. I think I am overthinking it now. I think I now am overthinking it. Because, so this line of thought, the cost to activate the warp gate is just one. Yeah, it's only once. It's not every single time you do the same. Like each gateway once. You don't need to do the same gateway multiple times So this line of thinking that I'm trying to go for only makes sense, I think, if they change the transform times. If they put it down to like 1 second or instant, which would be super sick, then there is this world where you can micro the production and get more units out in small bursts. However, if they don't do that, thank you, Steve. However, if they don't do that and leave it how it is right now, I don't think this is, I don't even think I should be thinking about this. Is that correct? Am I right? I'm kind of losing myself now. I kind of forget where I even am in this line of thought. I should have been writing this down. Once you pay the 50-50, you can cycle back and forth. Correct. Yes, Chemist, that is correct. And the warp gate is now in the gate with the same research time as before. Yes, correct. But now if you once you finish once you research warp gate, your gateways now produce quicker. Where camera? I turned it off because I was showing tooltips. It's a waste of time to think about now, yes. I feel like, okay, but I think this is the time to think about it because if this is a thing, and if we find out this is kind of cool and worth it, this could be a suggestion, and we should tell Blizzard, okay, this could be okay if we make it so that way gateways and warp gates transform instantly. Then there's a skill, then there's possible skill expression. And a higher skill ceiling if this gets added in. Which is, in my opinion, this sounds interesting to me. Being able to make it so that way you can produce units. You can even chrono them. And you can get them out even faster. I can chrono these. I can get this super fast, and then boom, even the transform time is faster. And then, oh, I didn't wait. Okay, you know what I mean. I didn't let the cooldown finish from before when I was testing this earlier, so now I have to wait. Okay, so the cooldown's back. Okay, let's try this again. So, okay, units, chrono. How much time is this taking? Fuck. I need to write this down. Fuck me. I need to stop just winging it at this point. I need to actually think and use my brain with numbers. Boom. How long did that just take? What am I even talking about now? I'm doing too many thought processes at the same time that I'm just kind of forgetting all the different things that I'm trying to prove or disprove. From that standpoint, okay, yes, but as it is right now, it will not be a net benefit for micro production if it remains unchanged. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because at the moment, the time to change between warp gates and whatever gateways is too big. Wait, but... Hold up. But... You just made 4 units in 20 seconds off of 2 gates. Yes. Okay, so we just took 20 seconds to make 4 units with 2 gateways. Now the next question is how long does it take to make 4 units off of 2 gateways by default in both of these scenarios? Okay, let's time that. I just did that at 20. I did that at 27:20. This could I think I overcooked. we might have overcooked here. It's now been 20 seconds. Okay, hold up. No. So, okay, we saved 6 seconds then.
Very wise.
We saved 6 seconds in that scenario. And that's a lot. The final set of units will be faster if you transform. Exactly. That's what we're trying to kind of figure out here. But okay, but it takes 18 seconds. Wait, it takes 18 seconds. No, wait, this is just bad, no? Because it's 18 seconds to just queue them. So we just do that twice and that's less... Wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm thinking of 40. Never mind. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. I hate numbers, dude. This confuses me too much.
I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows.
Like, that felt good. You can produce only out of gates. I'm reading too many comments at the same time. You can produce only out of gates and proxy a pylon and move out. Then transform and warp at the pylon and you get an extra set of units across the map while having the quicker production time of a gate. Yeah. That's the idea that I'm trying to think about. But I'm also thinking, I was initially thinking defensively. Where you could finish a cycle of units and then transform them into warp gates and then immediately get another set to help a defense. That's what I was initially thinking of.
State thy bidding.
The next set will be slower though, quite a bit, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, Acheron. The questions you need to answer are, 1, if you do optimal switching, can you get more units time on average? And 2, if 1 isn't quite true, is it still worth to get those extra few units early game to swing a fight? Yeah, exactly. Those 2 questions are the correct ones to be asking. And number 2 can still be true even if number 1 is also true. I think number 2, no matter what, if number 2 is true, then I think this little interaction is good no matter what. Yeah, you're also correct, Adam. So yeah, so this is this is only something that works. Yes, exactly. That's what we were figuring out as well. Yeah, if you warp in, like watch, I'll warp in and it's, you can't see it because my thing is over it. If you warp in, you can see it going, but then when I click, it pauses. And then when you bring it back to a gateway, it'll continue to do that. It'll pick up where it left off. Like that. Yeah. And to test number 1, you set a fixed window of time, like 3 minutes or 5 minutes or something, and just execute and then compare to the gate building. Yeah, exactly. I think the 2 situations this is really going to matter is early game skirmishes and then late game remaxing. Yeah, early game skirmishes, like we were saying, like just like to defend that push that hit me, is what was making me immediately think about this. And then late game remaxing, yeah, I guess so. Because you queue up a bunch of units, you get them, and then you immediately get a second. Yeah, you can remax faster, technically. With your burst, again, it's a burst, one-time effect. Permanent remaxing, you want warp gates because it front loads the cooldown. What's words mean? Front loads the cooldown. Like, the cooldown is happening immediately and you can see it. Yeah, okay, never mind. I know what that means. Yeah, I feel like over time, though, you just want the warp gates, though. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I figured it out. But like, yeah, like I feel like late game, especially you want warp gates just for the convenience. Instead of having to, like, instead of it being too multitasking and mentally taxing, you're just gonna want warp gates later anyways. So I feel like it would be hard to actually implement this idea to do a remix. If they really want to push the gateway production, they need to cut some seconds on use. No, they already do that. That's the thing. Producing out of a gateway is quicker when warp gate is finished. Now. Nice, Ty. But it's still not better overall. Yeah, I feel like there's, especially not with the fact that you need to pay money to do it the first time. Like, that needs to go away 100%. Like, they cannot keep this where you have to pay money to change it to a warp gate the first time. Like, that just needs to go away. And I am pretty confident that that will go away. I feel like the backlash will absolutely be strong enough that we should not be having it where we're paying money to transform gateways. I mean, maybe like 5-5. Or something. 1-1. Nice. Yeah. 2025 would be 25-25 would be fine. Yeah. No, just the first time. 25-25 if you're doing what, an 8-gate mid-game attack. 25-25 is what? That would be what, 200-200? It's only PTR. That's why it says PTR in my title. We have no idea when it'll come out. It's not a huge buff if we remove the remove the cost. Because warping in will still be overall better just because you get instant, again, you front load the cooldown to use Acheron's terminology, and you get instant reinforcements anywhere on the map. That's always going to be better than queuing up and rallying units across. Do you think they need to further buff gateway production to make it better than just leaving warp gate on? Yes. If they keep it to where you have to pay money to transform. Oh wait, what? Do you think they need to further buff gateway production to make it better than just leaving warp gate on? Okay, so if they get rid of the cost. Yeah, if you get rid of the cost to change, then yeah, gateways need to still be buffed in some way. Because I agree with what other people have said. I feel like you'll just still use warp gates no matter what anyways, if that's the case. What if like energy units spawn with more energy out of a gateway versus warp gate? That could be interesting. That could be also too broken. I could see a world where that's broken. But that is an interesting idea. No, I feel like that would have to be broken, right? Especially because like the sentry, like getting a sentry, it takes 15 seconds. What does it spawn with? 50? Yeah, so it spawns with 50. So it takes 15 seconds to get enough energy to send a hallucination out. But you're building. But if that is the case, like what you said, they would spawn with enough hallucination energy in less time than the 15 seconds to build that up. So I feel like that could be broken. Especially Templar. I mean, Templar as well. You just get a whole bunch of those with full fucking energy. It would be sick, but that's because it would be. I think it would be broken. I think it would be sick because it's broken. That sounds like it could be too good. Warped in units should just start with no shields. They begin regen immediately. There you go, defender's advantage. I'm trying to find a world where that's just not an overall nerf then. Because I don't think that works.
I heed the call. I am the heart of darkness. State thy bidding.
Yeah, I just don't think that works.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Because if you make it so that we don't have to pay money to transform, but then warping in units is both longer and it makes them weaker, then yeah, you would not use warp gates. You would probably use gateways, but then using the gateways is still overall worse. Like, sure, you get the units out quicker, but you're not getting them anywhere you want, which is the main benefit of warp gate and the way that Protoss has worked for its entirety of its existence in these 16 years. It's so difficult and confusing. Why do we need warp gates to be better in every way? Because, well, the thing is that, I mean, let's be honest, like, I want warp gates to be, I want to use warp gates. Warp gates are fun. They're interesting, they're unique, they give a fun fantasy to the race, and they make Protoss feel good. And we've had them for forever. It feels more interesting and fun to use warp gates. Being forced to go to gateways, it doesn't feel fun. It feels like I'm just playing Terran. So yeah, I do want warp gate to be good compared to using gateways. Because then why would warp gate exist? There still needs to be some reason to use warp gate. Because then otherwise they would just remove warp gate. Making it so that way the units take longer to build and have no shields when they warp in. I feel like that's just bad. That's just overall bad. Like the gate, like you would need more things on the gateway for if that change went through. You'd have to just keep making changes. This is why this is such a complex problem and why this has been made fun of as an idea for so long. It's so complicated to make this work. There's so many different things. Like, how do you justify having it so that way you have both gateways and warp gate? You can't do that. Actually, that just makes things make more sense. Or I can't talk. That makes this patch make less sense because this argument has always been about removing warp gate, never about having it coexist. This patch is the only time that this has been brought up to have both gateways and warp gate. This whole argument has always been in the past, remove warp gate and make gateways and gateway units better. So that way you don't need warp gate. But this patch is trying to still let you have both, while then giving you nothing else. Which is introducing a whole other crazy amount of problems then. I feel like this is, now that I'm thinking about it like that, this feels now impossible. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the Reddit, this is the forum balance designer. Sorry, I can't talk. This is the forum armchair balance whiner designer change that has been done over and over and over again everywhere on the internet, is to get rid of warp gate and make gateway units better. That's what this is. But Blizzard has done not that, actually. They've tried to not make gateway units better, but they've tried to make it so you can have warp gate and gateways, which no one was asking for, and introduces a larger amount of problems to try and make it so that way it's balanced in a way that both warp gate or gateways could still be used. I feel like it's impossible to balance this in a way to make it so that way both warp gate and gateway can be used.
Mineral field depleted.
But that's the thing, Ascended. If you get rid of the cost, warp gate it's just better to still have warp gates. The slightly slower build time will not offset the instant warp in anywhere once it gets to that part of the game. There will not be a reason for gateways anymore. So that's what I'm saying. That's the thing, is that you introduce this problem, and then we get stuck in this thing where we're trying to find a way to balance the two, and it's impossible. How do you balance it so that way both warp gate and gateway can be done in the game? One will definitely be better than the other one at any point. This has become a very long discussion and theory crafting thing when I actually did want to play some more games. But it was an interesting idea to think about. And I'm not... so many thoughts. I still feel like the idea is interesting to make it so that way you have this little bursty micro thing. But I don't know.
Mineral field exhausted.
Hello, Captain Damage. Welcome. Fun little micro mistake this introduced for me. I was trying to cancel some building units in Gateway in order to transform, and then I accidentally canceled 2 gateways that were being built. Nice. Also, what does the lower cooldown actually provide? Currently, you can produce out of X gateways on Y bases. If the cooldown is lower, then maybe you can have X-1 gates on Y bases, since you're limited by money. So saving 1 to 2 gates is all it can do, aside from giving some timings.
Expended.
You lost me. So yeah, you can have less, yeah, the idea is that you can have less gateways and produce still the same amount just because of the money thing. Yes, okay, true. I haven't played PTR yet. Do I need to go and manually change all gateways to warp gates after they are done building? Yes. Because they cost money. Zerg and Terran should get the Protoss treatment as well, while Zerg and T feels good and kind of same Protoss. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we always have to figure the whole fucking game out every single patch. Isn't that how that works? I think but warp gate research on Cybercore as like a 200 upgrade. Whoa. Lock behind Council as well. That takes a long time. But buff gateway units. That way you use gateways for like the early mid game and then have a late game power spike with mobility when you start using warp gates. I think that just makes Protoss broken. I think that just makes Protoss too strong. Because then we just get stronger early game units and then eventually also stronger late game units with much easier warp in accessibility. I think that just makes Protoss too strong. Is Gemini the intern? No. Tasteless did not get any. Tasteless had no idea what was going on. Depends on how much better you make gateway units. Yeah, but still, you're making them better. So that's just always going to be good. I don't think it works where you can both make gateway units better and still keep warp gate in the game. Because no matter what, once warp gate is done, you're over. Like once warp gate is done, the negative from this idea, it goes away. You will at some point in the game just have, you will just at some point in the game be better than we were before. The production time in gateways would be slow. Yeah, but we have better units. So like, the point I'm making is that eventually in the game, we will just be better no matter what. Because we are getting both better units and still the normal ability to warp them in anywhere. So that's just a straight up buff no matter what. I don't think that works. I think if you buff gateway units, warp gate just has to go away completely. And yes, I agree with Waffles. I just like warp gate and I want warp gate to stay because I think warp gate is fun and interesting and unique and keeps asymmetrical balance and keeps the fantasy of the race. Where are we? Problem is that without work rate, we are just, yeah, exactly. It's just Terran. Like it's not fun to just queue up units. Like if I did that, if I wanted to do that, I would just play Terran. That would be a terrible design crawl. Yeah, that makes no sense. Okay, I want to at least play like another game or two. Instead of just sitting here talking. So I initially read the patch and I, you know, reacted as everyone does. And I reacted poorly, saying that these warp gate changes are terrible. And after thinking about it some more and now doing extra thinking on this stream, I still think the change is terrible. But if some things worked in the way that I was suggesting with how you can get bursts of units and micro the production a little bit, something interesting could happen there. However, I still think that's just worse and bad, and I still don't like it. I'm at like I was at a 100% don't do this, and now I'm at like a 90% don't do this.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals.
It's not just Terran Swimmers that are doing abilities. No, but that's not the point. The point is that the macro feels totally different. The macro just feels like you're playing Terran. Each race feels different to play. And that's a good thing.
Cannot warp there.
And when you've had it that way for 16 years, taking that away is not interesting or fun. People play Protoss because of how it feels and how fun it is to do those things. Taking that away doesn't make things better. Or make them think that it'll be fun or something. I'm like half thinking. I'm only half thinking now because I'm now focusing so hard on how to do these builds. So I might be sounding stupider, but that's because I am thinking hard about what I'm supposed to do right now. I think I should chrono here, yes. Alright, I'm gonna rally in. I want a fast... I need the second gateway too. Am I walled off or did I just misclick? Gas versus the move? I don't know. I'm figuring this out. Nothing I do is decided and good. I am simply testing things. Pylon, yeah, that's... yeah, that pylon is so awkward.
Not enough energy.
It is stumped me every single time.
Assaulting probes.
I do not know where... I need the mental capacity to remember to put that pylon down, and I have yet to do that. Oh god.
Probes under attack.
Brother, the Reaper's already out? Oh my god, dude. That's insane. And I don't have warp... I'm not gonna have an Adepta because I chrono boosted warp gate. Oh, dude, that's so lame.
Pylon under assault.
Oh, this is so strange and annoying. Okay, and then they can just eBay block you, dude, and it takes forever to fucking kill it.
The firstborn shall. We Naja. Yes, let your. Where shall we march? The Templar march. Let none deter us. To glorious battle.
I am here in the shadows. Very well. Intriguing. I am the... Must be placed in power field.
Fate.
Yeah, I mean, I already feel like I've lost the game. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I literally, I like, don't even know what I'm doing.
State thy bid. You require my skill.
I mean, this introduces this is the other problem of the patch, is that, like, these two change, like, this is what the whole point is. Like, it's so hard to know what to do because we have completely nuked the economy and we've introduced a completely revamp of how our macro works. And that is so confusing.
You require my skill.
Yes, Executor.
Like, dude, he's like, there's no point in even playing this game anymore. He's so far ahead. Yeah, like 100 seconds to not use one of our gateways is absurd. Like, that's absolutely bananas. It makes no sense. So, I feel like in this iteration...
Insufficient.
Just put these into warp gates. I can't think about this anymore.
Cannot warp there. Mineral quantity insufficient.
I think we need to just do, like, I think I need to go for warp gate after the Reaper is held.
I love Gemini, you know?
Because otherwise you just can't get your shit out. You can't get enough things out. You can't expand quick enough. You can't get a unit out in time. Like, it feels so bad. You have to do, like, you need 2 gateways to get warp gate that fast, and that's just bad. I think that's just not good. I think I should not be trying to do that at all.
Additional pylons required.
Damn, I thought I had a pylon being made. Oh, I did.
Where do our enemies here in the shadows? Additional Vespine gap. Not need more Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Protoss forces now in combat.
I mean, like, I'm just dead.
Cold. State thy bidding. I am the voice of the eclipse.
How the hell did he get a... How did I click that one? Alright, I'm not doing this warp gate first thing. I dislike how that feels. Oh my god, it's ZLN Quiniz. Holy shit, that's a name I haven't... Dude, I still have your fucking thing bookmarked. I still have it bookmarked. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Maybe it's... Oh, I'm on Firefox right now. It might be on... I think it's on my Chrome. Oh no, it's still here. It transferred. There it is. Oh, now versus Zerg. Oh, God. Yo, what if we Forge expand?
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
I kind of want to do Forge expand.
Not enough minerals. More minerals required. Not enough minerals. Mineral quantity insufficient. More minerals required.
You don't really have money for the buildings needed. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Oh, looks like he's doing it. Alright, here we go. This looks okay.
Not enough minerals. Mineral quantity
With Forge is doable without...
insufficient.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so I'm trying it with Forge.
Nexus point under enemy attack.
Forge expand is the way! We're back, baby! We're back to Forge expands, let's go! Forge expands, my beloved. Let's go. Dude. I love Forge expands. I've always been sad that they've been gone. Oh my god, I'm silver, guys. Hello, moth_ra.
More minerals required.
Okay, now we're back to PvP, though. So what the fuck do I do in this matchup? Because you kind of still need to go double gateway. But then one of them just can't build a unit.
Mineral quantity insufficient. More minerals required. Not. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Is the jury still out? It feels a little strange. It definitely doesn't feel great. I'm playing from Korea. I got 140 ping.
Not enough minerals.
Oh shit, I kind of forgot that I need to still research warp gate roll.
Probes under attack.
Looks like this guy forgot he had to do that too though, so we're okay.
Insufficient energy.
Dude, this pylon timing is so strange. It doesn't feel like it fits anywhere. I have not done that properly yet. I lost my probe on the other side of the map. Whoops.
Must construct additional pylons.
This pylon timing doesn't fit anywhere when we have to get this fucking warp gate. It feels really bad to do that. Maybe the plan is to go second pylon and two units out of the gateway just to get 2 units and then go warp gate and then a single unit. Maybe that's the play.
Cannot warp. I am here.
That feels strange. Just died a 2-gate stalker. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we literally have to figure this shit out. Like, I don't know. Like it's such a fucking insane thing to need to warp gate to get this research this warp gate off of a gateway. Like, it makes no sense. Fuck it, Forge expand here too. Well, yeah.
Not enough minerals. We are one with the shadows.
Four-gate is going to be weird.
Not enough energy.
Oh shit.
Quantity insufficient.
Those extra 2 stalkers came out really quick.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough energy. I am here in the shadows. I am the...
He's just straight up 4-gating.
You require...
So we were just wondering about the 4-gate. Is he just going home?
I am the heart of...
What's happening?
I am here in the shadow. Additional pylons required.
I stalk through the... Where do our enemies...
I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. Cannot warp there.
This game is over.
Inadequate.
Yeah. Alright, how did he do this? And I need to do this just because I need to know if this guy's actually just bad or what. We chroned this out really quick. Didn't make any units until... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the skins have different voice effects. All of them do. So if I didn't even, so also if I didn't lose my probe and just was scouting more normally, I would have known this was happening before the hallucination had to go out. So I would have had a second battery as well. So this would have gotten defended even better. Yeah, this didn't seem like anything. Yeah, that's the idea, Mothra. That's how I'm thinking about this. Alright, Terran. Alright, we're not... Alright, so we're just getting the Adept. I need to get the Adept.
I love Gemini, you know.
Not enough minerals.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
More minerals required.
Yeah, man, we need the build order gurus to come back for this patch for sure.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals. More minerals required.
3 gate century expand. That was Noni. Noni did that shit.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals. More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Wow, this pylon timing is so awkward. Because then you just can't make a cyber? Or no, you can just make it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, that works.
Enemy assaulting probes.
I don't like how this guy's doing this. This makes me feel like I'm just playing against a bad player. And that we're not going to get the test very much. What? Okay, when does it make sense to cut? I feel like... I don't know.
Cannot warp there.
Glory to the Daemon.
I guess I need a island down here. I forgot about that.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Oh, no, dude, the fucking ping! I canceled it.
Where shall we march?
What if he doesn't micro? What if he doesn't micro? Oh!
Fear.
Oh my god, he proxied one too? No.
Let you come.
Oh no, now I'm making, now I gotta cancel Warp Gate.
Let Aya give up.
Cannot warp there. I am here in the shadows.
So now I can't have Warp Gate be building
The voice of the eclipse.
while this is happening. And wait, what the fuck? What is
Give
happening?
us your
You require my skills.
Was that not a proxy?
I am the co.
Did he just walk that across the map? Is that what that was?
Najakar. Where shall we march?
We are one. State thy bidding. I am the
Not
Dude, this feels terrible. Not having... I mean, I could have gotten my gateways faster, obviously, because I mean, things are just strange. This feels awful. I can't find a spot to put Warp Gate. Like, where do I fit this in? Oh, you're kidding me.
give us your command.
I don't see us, like, I don't see where I'm supposed to fit in.
Combat is upon us.
I'm not even making anything. I thought I was.
Yes, Executor. I have met the end.
state thy bidding.
Combat.
You require my skill.
Where do I even fit in Gateway? Or Warp Gate, I mean.
Glorious combat is upon us.
I am here in the shadows. We are one with the shadows. State thy bidding.
And they're still gonna win because this guy's just not good, but you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. We were doing the 2-gate thing. We were doing the early 2-gate, but like it was not. It wasn't working out. You like the Reaper gets there. The Nexus is so late. They just fucking eBay blocked you. You may not be able to expand 2 minutes into the game anymore, bro. Okay, let's relax with the bros. As again, we try. I mean, like 1-gate expand can absolutely be a thing. 1-gate expand was a thing in Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. So yes, 1-gate expand should still be a thing. And when I was doing the thing earlier before, when we were trying to do the 2-gate expand to still get Warp Gate earlier and whatnot, they can just eBay block you, and then you're eBay blocked for so long because you are trying to get Warp Gate out, and you're trying to get an early unit out, and they have a Reaper. So you have to be chasing the Reaper, and they're just eBay blocking you at the same time, and you're only able to make out of 1 gateway anyways. And since you had to take you had to make 2 gateways, that's even more money, so that your Nexus is later, so you can't deny them from doing that. It totally fucks everything up.
Must be placed in research completed. Cannot warp there.
I wasn't macroing at all when that was happening. Oh my god, why does this guy have so many things still? Oh god. Hold up. Wait, am I dead? I wasn't macroing. I was talking. I wasn't saying. I wasn't doing anything. Hold up.
I am the voice of the eclipse. I am the heart. We are one. Co-state that. You require
Okay, we're fine.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Oh, I have charge.
Mineral quantity. I am here. Mineral clusters. We state the I am more minerals required. Not enough minerals. I insufficient. For the I am the voice of the eclipse.
I'm still deciding one stalker so I can know if he expanded. Oh, we did.
More minerals required. You're our dupe. Not enough minerals. I am.
Okay, we successfully dodged dying to the Bronze Leaguer after not making any units at all for the whole game. Oh shit, I can't do that.
Exhausted. Insufficient energy. We are one with the shadow. My life for hire. My life. Let our enemy know my life for hire. Not enough energy. Insufficient energy. Just I am here. We embrace the glory of battle. I have not enough energy.
True.
Mineral field exhausted.
Alright, fuck it, let's just make warp gates.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Mineral field depleted.
You think the warpins are worth it? What do you mean? No, absolutely not. That needs to go away immediately. Yeah, the warp gate thing needs to go away right away. Like, that is so insane. I'm gold. It's crazy. Look at me go. Where'd the guy go that said we can't expand at 2 minutes anymore? Where'd he go? Why didn't he say anything else? Let's bring that guy back in here. What does my hat say? It says foreigner in Korean. Doom stream now? No. Yeah. I got distracted by bro. The mega chat distraction. You have to cancel Warp Gate to hold the all in. It's so, yeah, right? Yeah, no, it's so, yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, if they just do something aggressive, and obviously that guy was not very good, but if that was like a much more well-refined build with like, you know, a proxy or something like that, you just straight up can't, even if it wasn't proxied, even if it was just aggression, like if, the way he was like pressuring with the Marauders and whatever, like there's just no time to get Warp Gate. You can't actually put it in there. You need to be making units. But if you go for early second gateway, you can't expand. And so then if they expand, then you just are behind no matter what, with no way to really do anything. My Protoss brain is the gears are turning at the moment. I wonder if you do like but no, you can't even do like, you can't even go like expand, like one gateway, expand, fast second gateway. Because then your tech is so late. Stop theory crafting? No, I am, because I'm done gaming. It's 2 a.m. and I need to go to bed. In my latter experience with the patch, I've just had to not research it till later, so I don't really have mid-game pressure. Yeah. Forge expand is the way. In PvZ, I think. I will fuck with Forge expand in PvZ. That is for sure. I will do that. Yeah, like you just can't. You can't sacrifice the gate time. Yeah, that like it's impossible. Like you need to go for the. That's what I was trying first. Like I was trying to do like fast gas with 2 gateways to try and get Warp Gate out quickly while still being able to make units, but it's just so bad. Like you can't expand. Yeah, exactly. Like it. But okay, I mean, we were talking about this earlier, but if you keep it how it is now, then warp gate, like, there's no reason to just not use warp gate still. If you also get rid of the minerals and gas to morph, which also should go away because it's dumb. But anyways, that was a lot of interesting things. We didn't play too many games, and there was a lot of... We got stuck theory crafting really hard about that interesting, like, burst production, like, microing our production back and forth between warp gates and gateways, which I still think is kind of interesting. And it would actually be really interesting if they got rid of the morph time. If they made it 0 or 1 or 0 seconds to morph between gateways and warp gates, I think that is interesting. But I would still rather it just be warp gates. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. RSL is tomorrow. I'm going to be casting RSL tomorrow. We have a long ass fucking day. It starts at 4 p.m. KST, which is in 14 hours from now. So, yeah. No, of course not. That would be insane. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for any follows. Go ahead and watch RSL tomorrow. Yeah. That's it. I'm not streaming on the weekend because, of course, RSL, obviously. But I've been trying to do some streams in the week. Although they have not exactly been StarCraft. However, what I'm going to do... So I've been streaming Doom in the week just because it's easier to do that and I have less time after work and I don't really want to just spend an hour and a half playing StarCraft Ladder and then losing 3 games and wanting to shoot myself in the face. So I'm just, streaming Doom, which is fun. Which you can all watch because that's also still fun. But on the weekends, coming up once RSL is over, my idea is that I'll do a little bit more StarCraft streaming as well, where I start with some StarCraft and then do some Doom after that or something. So, yeah. Why is my Twitch chat bugging out with this raid thing? It just like keeps going up and down, up and down. What the fuck is this? I've never seen this happen before. Is this happening for anyone else? Whatever. Anyways, bye-bye.